day everyone, I am Erica Joy Ellen Yuhan from BSS Social Studies 2 student. In this video, I am going to tackle learners with exceptionalities. But before that, let's discuss some important terminology. Exceptional is the most exclusive term since it encompasses gifted and talented children as well as those who fall below the norm in some aspect of functioning. However, terms such as handicaps, disabilities, impairments, atypical, special needs, and at risk are often used synonymously with exceptional, even though the meaning are slightly different. Disability and handicap are not interchangeable terms. Disability refers to a functional limitation a person has that interferes with a person's physical or cognitive performance, like ADHD, whereas handicap refers to a limitation imposed upon a person with a disability by society, such as lack of access for people in wheelchairs. The term learners with exceptionalities refer to individuals whose physical, behavioral, or cognitive performance is so different from the norm that additional services are required to meet the individual's needs. The term exceptional has often been used to describe unusual, unique, or outstanding qualities of people or objects. Consider the following phrases. His artwork is exceptional. She is exceptionally bright. In this case, the term exceptional refers to students who learn and develop differently from most others or students who have exceptional learning style, exceptional talents, or exceptional behaviors. In general, exceptional students are those who fall outside of the normal range of development. Learners who are different from normal or average learners needing special needs such related to cognitive abilities, behavior, social functioning, physical and sensory impairments, emotional disturbances, and giftedness. Because a learner with an exceptional personality is different from the average student in some or many areas of functioning. However, children with exceptionalities do not differ in every way from their normally developing peers, and it would be wrong to focus the study of these children solely on differences. Who are exceptional learners? The Council for Exceptional Children lists the following terms and definitions taken from the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. First is mental retardation. Mental retardation refers to substantial limitations in present functioning characterized by significantly sub-average intellectual performance and limitations in a number two or more of adaptive living skills such as home living or social skills. Mental retardation is present in about 2 to 3% of the population. It can be defined as cognitive ability that is markedly below average level and a decreased ability to adapt to one's environment. The onset of the condition occurs during the developmental period, that is gestation through age 18 years. Giftedness. Gifted children possess demonstrated or potential abilities that give evidence of high performance capabilities in areas such as intellectual, creative, academic, leadership ability, or visual and performing art. Students with gifts and talents perform or have the capability to perform at higher levels compared to others of the same age, experience, and environment in one or more domains. They require modification to their educational experiences to learn and realize their potential. For that reason, these children require activities or services not provided ordinarily by schools. Gifted and talented children tend to be highly motivated, learn to read early, and perform well academically. Physical disabilities. A physical disability is a physical condition that affects a person's mobility, physical capacity, stamina, or dexterity. Physical disabilities. This can include any of a number of disabilities, such as orthopedic impairments, example clubfoot or cerebral palsy, or other health impairments like asthma, hemophilia, or lead poisoning. Visual impairment is defined as a decreased ability to see a degree that causes problems not fixable by usual means, such as glasses or medication. Visual impairment can be due to disease, trauma, or congenital or degenerative conditions. Visual disabilities. Visual disabilities can be divided into low vision and blindness. Individuals with low vision can function but with assistance of optical or non-optical devices and environmental modification and or techniques. While on the other hand, blindness refers to being without functional use of vision and reliance on other sensory systems for education. Common types of visual impairments: blurred vision and blindness. Learning disabilities. Learning disability refers to a disorder in one or more of the basic psychological processes in the understanding or using of language, written or spoken, which may manifest itself in difficulty performing basic tasks like arithmetic, reading, writing, spelling, or attention. However, the term learning disabilities does not include problems resulting from conditions like mental retardation, environmental disadvantage, or motor, visual, or hearing disabilities. Emotional and behavioral disorder is an emotional disability characterized by the following: an inability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationships with peers and or teachers. For preschool-age children, this would include other care providers. Emotional behavioral disorders. The term emotional behavioral disorder refers to a condition lasting an extended period of time and to a marked degree adversely affects a child's educational performance. Speech disorder is a condition in which a person has problems creating or forming the speech sounds needed to communicate with others. This can make the child's speech difficult to understand. Common speech disorders are articulation disorders. People with speech problems can understand language code, rules governing words construction, meaning, grouping, and pragmatics, but are nevertheless unable to communicate with clarity due to stuttering or rough, hoarse, or nasal sounding voices. Autism. Autism refers to a developmental disability affecting verbal and nonverbal communication and social interaction. Each person with autism has a distinct set of strengths and challenges. The ways in which people with autism learn, think, and problem solve can range from highly skilled to severely challenged. Some people with autism spectrum disorder may require significant support in their daily lives, while others may need less support and, in some cases, live entirely independently. Autism is generally apparent prior to the age of 3 and is characterized by repetitive behaviors, difficulty adapting to new environments, and unusual responses to sensory stimulation. Hearing impairment. Hearing loss makes it hard to hear or understand sounds. This happens when there is a problem with one or more parts of the ear, the nerves coming from the ears or the hearing part of the brain. Some people are born with hearing loss. Hearing impairment can be subdivided into two: hard of hearing or profoundly hard of hearing or deaf. People in the latter two groups cannot rely on audition as a primary avenue for assessing information, even with the use of hearing aids. Those classified under the former rubric can process auditory information, usually with help of a hearing aid. Language problems relate to language code. They are either expressive or receptive. Students with receptive language problems cannot understand language code, particularly semantic or grammar. A person with expressive language problems has not mastered language code substantially to communicate thoughts, ideas, or feelings completely. Generally, people with language disorder have difficulty expressing themselves and understanding what others are saying. This is unrelated to hearing problems. Language disorder, formerly known as receptive expressive language disorder, is common in young children. This is the end of my report. I do hope you've gained some knowledge. Thank you and God bless.